I'm Geeta, Assistant Professor from ECE Department, Rogini College of Engineering and Technology. I'm going to handle the subject on transmission lines and RF system. So in Unit 3, I'm going to discuss about the topic on Smith chart problem. The students will be able to know about what is meant by Smith chart, then what are the application of Smith chart. First Smith chart problem, that is a 30-meter long lossless transmission line with Z not equal to 50 ohm operating at 2 megahertz is terminated with a load ZL will be equal to 60 plus J40 ohm. If V will be equal to 0.6 C on the line, find the reflection coefficient, the standing wave ratio, then the input impedance. So the first step, we have to find the normalized load impedance. So the given data are Z not equal to 50 ohm and ZL equal to 60 plus J40 ohm. So we have to find the ZL dash, that will be equal to 60 plus J40 ohm divided by 50. So after dividing these two things, we will get the ZL dash will be equal to 1.2 plus J08. So now we are going to draw the ZL dash in this Smith chart. The straight line is x is equal to 0 line. Then the circles are called as the R circle. Then the lines in the above the Smith chart and below the Smith chart is called X circle. That is, the Smith chart will consist of resistance and reactance circle. So in that, first we will mark the center as 1. So now we are going to mark the ZL dash will be equal to 1.2 plus J 0.8. So the 1.2 will be lies in the left side of the Smith chart. Then the 0.8 will be drawn at the top of the Smith chart. Then these two lines are intersect. The point is called as the center of the circle. Then using the center and the radius, we have to draw the circle. So in that circle, the right side we have the SWR value. So the SWR value will be 2.1. So this is the SWR value. So after that, we will draw the straight line through the center and the radius. So in that line, we will get the lambda as 0.172 lambda. So after that, we are calculating the velocity will be equal to 0.6 c. So the c is the constant, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8. So after multiplying these two things, we will get answer as 1.8 into 10 to the power 8. So after that, we are calculating the wavelength. Wavelength will be equal to velocity divided by frequency. So after substituting the velocity and the frequency value, we will get the lambda as 90 meter. So using this 90 meter, the length will be equal to 30 meter. So if we are substituting the lambda value, after that 30 into 90 will be equal to lambda by 3. So after that, the length will be 0.333 lambda. So now we are going to mark the 0.33 lambda in the Smith chart. So after that, we will draw the line through 0.172 lambda to 0.33 lambda. So this is the distance between the load and the generator. Then after that we will get the 0.172 lambda plus 0.33 lambda will be equal to 0.505 lambda. So this is the new lambda value for the wavelength. So now we are calculating the input impedance, that is normalized input impedance in this Smith chart. So due to that we have to draw the Z in. So Z in will be equal to 0.48 minus J 0.33. So now we are calculating the input impedance, that is the input impedance Z in will be equal to Z in dash into 50. So now we are multiplying these two things, we will get the input impedance as 24 plus J 1.5 ohm. So now we are calculating the reflection coefficient K. So the K will be equal to 0.351 angle of 56. So the 0.351 will be taken from the scale of the Smith chart. So the SWR value will be lies on the scale. So the value will be K is equal to 0.351 and the angle will be determined from the wavelength point. So in that wavelength point we will get having the pi will be equal to 56. Thank you. The work is question based on Smith chart. Smith chart is based on the polar plot of dash.